Welcome to the first session of AI. In this module, we are dealing with an introduction to AI, in which we focus on what AI is. We'll give a brief introduction about artificial intelligence, and then we'll see what's an AI problem, problem formulation, and AI problem and problem formulation we'll see with the example of chess problem. Then we'll check what is AI production systems, and it has been learned by using an example of water jet problem. Then we'll see what is a control strategy. Different control strategies will be discussed, and this point is being discussed in the second module as well. Then we'll see at last, we'll conclude this module by checking 4 different types of AI problems, like 8 puzzle problem, then crypt arithmetic problem, like then missionary cannibals problem, and block world puzzle. So moving to the topic, what is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? When we think about artificial intelligence, the term itself gives us the clear idea or definition. Artificial is something man-made. Intelligence is something coming from thinking. So man-made thinking power, that is artificial intelligence, and this term is being coined by John McCarthy. Just not his name. Okay, we'll see his face in the coming slides. Okay, so AI is a study of how to make computers do things which at the moment people do better. We don't know whether in future the machines will surpass the human activities. That means machines can be designed smarter than humans. It may come. Okay, so AI is a part of computer science concerned with designing intelligent computer systems. So in other words, it's a theory and development of computer systems which are able to perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence, like visual perception, decision making, natural language processing, speech recognition, so and so. Everything's are coming under there. And then moving on to some detailed definition of AI, it's a branch of computer science dealing with symbolic and non-algorithmic methods of problem solving, not actually numeric or algorithmic methods. Okay, so when we talk about a little, the history of AI, it grows up like this chart. It shows a up and down history map. So for simple example, we'll look at this. We'll start from this. The history of AI start from Talos. It was actually fiction, came from the Greek mythology. That means it's very ages before. So Talos is actually an Iron Man. It's a Greek story or mythological fiction story. In that, it says about an Iron Man, which is a robot, not actually a robot. It's an Iron Man. It is made for protecting the people of island of Crete. So this was actually a concept came in a mind of a writer, that we can form machines, we can form something which can do things that human beings are doing. So this was what would we say, a catalyst, or this was a impulse, or this was something which started in the early stages of thoughts of AI. Then came this person. It's a very important time when Alan Turing came up with an idea that machines can think. There is a possibility of machines to think. He submitted or created a paper showing the possibility of machines to think, and the famous test or the criteria for making a machine, what we say, an artificial intelligent machine, that is that particular test is called in his name, that is Turing test. Okay, so this is Alan Turing, and this is John McCarthy. This person is behind the term AI. He coined the term artificial intelligence in 1956. So this is another important person in the history of AI, that is Christopher Strachey. He's the person behind the checkers program. Then comes the most important day, or the most important achievement for AI, that is MIT AI lab. It's a first lab introduced for AI and its research, and still the research is going on in that. Then we see the first intelligent robot, that is Wabot 1. It's not actually the first robot, but it is known as the first intelligent robot, that is Wabot 1. We are going fast because it's just history. This is Eliza. Eliza is actually a chatbot, the first chatbot. It came up in 1960s. Okay, it's a chatting machine and it's called Eliza. It chat like a human. Okay. Then came up IBM's product, that is Deep Blue. It came up in 1997. It was mainly designed for an application that is for chess, playing chess, and in 1997, followed by IBM's Deep Blue for chess, it beats the world's champion Garry Kasparov in the game chess. One kind of first achievement or a first accomplishment of AI it was. And here comes Stanley. This is a robotic car and it won the 2005 DARPA Grand Challenge. It's a robotic car. And it is IBM's Watson. It's a question answering system developed by IBM. Actually, it's also an AI system. Okay, not a robot. It's an AI system which is developed for a specific purpose, that is question answering system or a quiz. And it's named as Watson. And this particular product of IBM defeated the two Jeopardy champions, quiz champions, and won the quiz show. And those two champions coming here are Brad Rutter and Ken Jennings. Okay. And then comes the next achievement of AI, that is Eugene Gooseman. It is a chatbot actually, and it won one of the challenges in Turing test. And then in 2018, the project Debater. This is a product which is developed for debating. Debating is a particular feature of a human being. Like as we are very good in debating, so we are developing a machine for debating. That's good. Sounds good. Okay. So these are some milestones in the life cycle, not life cycle actually, in the life of AI or in the growth of AI. So during this time, what we have to think is what people can do better than machine and what machines can do better than people. So what computer can do better than people, it's without any doubt we can say it's numerical computations, information storage, and the operations involving repetitive tasks. In these cases, computers are excellent, or they are the best than human. And when we are thinking about what is the speciality of people, or what are the activities that people can do better than computer, when we are thinking like that, the activities that involve intelligence is done by human better than machines, like respond to a situation flexibly, or to sense out contradictory messages, or to find the relative importance of different elements of a situation. That means to check the different situations, or to check the similarity between situations, to check the differences between situations, to criticize, to debate. Everything comes up from thinking. So everything comes up, everything involves intelligence, and all those activities, in all those activities, human beings are better than computers.